Often we talk about depth, but how important is it for... these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
A look at the Magic starting group. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. Three-pointer by Embiid, and it's Suggs with the rebound. And it's the Magic's ball. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Banchero against Oubre. Kicks it out to Banchero. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to get a shot off here. A three-pointer off the mark. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Look, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches and jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Oubre, no one around him. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Orlando, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Suggs against Maxey. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebound by the 76ers. George with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
Now, here's Wagner. Banchero left side. Jacks up a 3. That's good from Wagner on the assist from Banchero.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Grimes. Maxey, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The shot's good from Carter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from it.
Grimes passes to Embiid. Here's Grimes.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Oubre. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And it's denied.
I love the defensive activity from KCP. Sell it out there for the block.
Yabusele, he's checked in for the 76ers. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Orlando.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Now, here's Wagner. Carter with the 3. That shot, no good. Maxey kicks to George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Over Carter. George with the bucket. George has got 5 now.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Suggs passes to Wagner. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Magic have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Magic, Isaac's checked in for Carter. Anthony comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Suggs. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Wagner.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Now, here's Wagner. He's got 5, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Carroll looking around. Anthony nowhere around. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pass to Yabusele. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's Embiid after the Magic pick up 2. Misses the 3.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
A nice shot by Black. The 76ers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Butler deciding where to go with it. Pass to McCain. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yabusele can't hit. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Black. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Black's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
There's the triple. Orlando grabs the miss. The 3 from Anthony. It's hauled in by Edwards. Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, "I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody." Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Orlando leading by 4. Isaac finds Anthony. Banchero outside. Banchero a screen on it. Back to Banchero. And here's Anthony for 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the bucket by Orlando. Oubre on the wing. Here's Grimes. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Magic leading by 6. Wagner with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Wagner. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. Grimes passes to Maxey. Embiid with it. Picked up by Suggs. Wagner against George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Magic ball. Now into the lineup for your 76er. Number 30.
On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 15-6 run. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Wagner, a screen on Maxey. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Driving inside. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Maxey passes to Grimes. Suggs with the steal. And so it's Orlando ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Chief, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in its center. Caldwell Pope kicks to Banchero. Wagner finds Caldwell Pope. Banchero off target from outside. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Embiid with a screen on Banchero. Maxey, no good. Orlando leading by 7. Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. And Carter has it in the corner. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target. Banchero's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. They get the rebound. Embiid bulldozing inside.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with them.
Carter with a screen on Oubre. And Banchero, here we go. Carter with the bucket.
Wendell Carter Jr.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Outside for George. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Oubre. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with
me. Going inside. Here's Maxey. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
In one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you when you're shooting lightning fast on that release.
And that one's good, Wagner.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Kicks it out to Maxey. Another three for Philadelphia.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it's Banchero missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Maxey finds Oubre. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Black. Pulls it up. Here's McCain. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bitadze the pass to Anthony. Pass to Isaac. Here's Bitadze. A second chance effort. And it's Bona with the rebound. Here's Grimes. He's defended by Wagner. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Bitadze the pass to Isaac. To the paint. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's McCain. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Puts up a deep three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Orlando Magic. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Abusele out there with Joel Embiid. And there's Gordon. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points. Magic moving the ball around. Takes the three. Buries it from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 10.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's De Silva, defended by Gordon. Back to Wagner, stolen away. Butler in the corner. It's hauled in by Harris.
Philadelphia.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Gordon. And a switcher also for Orlando. Suggs is checked in. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Suggs dishes to Black. De Silva, no good. The 76ers trail by 11. Embiid the screen. Yabusele passes to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Three-pointer. Banchero grabs the board. Pass to Black. Now, here's Suggs. Banchero passes to Black. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Philadelphia, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Orlando leading by 8. The three. De Silva with the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Suggs passes to Banchero. Here's Black. For 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Driving to the basket. Pass to McCain. Back to Embiid. 76ers with the new shot clock. A nice shot by McCain.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
1:52 left in the fourth. Kicks it out to Wagner. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Embiid. He's defended by Wagner. Puts it up. Embiid, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Out to the right wing. Suggs with the steal. Wagner outside. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Butler. Philadelphia's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Embiid against Wagner. Embiid kicks to Butler. No good from outside. The Magic shooting at 36% in the night. They've got to step it up offensively. There's the pick. Wagner on the wing. Pass to Banchero. And there's the call on Jared Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
There's Wagner with the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Suggs. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Carter against George. Caldwell Pope for 3. And so it's Orlando winning this one. And
It'll be the Nets off the tip. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the 3.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Doris, it's interesting that the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Puts up a 3. The shot by Johnson, no good. Now Philadelphia with it. From deep. Williams grabs the board. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. The 3 from Russell. Pure from three-point range. Russell's got 6 points.
Well, this is the go-to shot for D'Angelo Russell. The rise and fire off the dribble.
Pass to Oubre. And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
And just a huge exclamation point on that finish. Embiid never turns out an opportunity to intimidate the opponent.
Johnson passes to Russell. Outside, Williams fires the 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Maxey surveys. Pass to Embiid. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. And here tonight, Grammy Award winner Diplo.
Well, he went to college in Philadelphia. Now, he didn't grow up with a local NBA team in Mississippi, so he adopted the Sixers, and they have adopted him back.
Right side, Johnson. Left side, Russell. This one for 3. Tipped.
That's unparalleled defensive focus from Kelly Oubre. He's all over his man and just suffocates that shot.
Outside for Russell. Here's Thomas. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Johnson, he's checked in for Williams. Back to Embiid. For 3, Maxey. Claxton with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. George against Russell. Just 5 to shoot. George passes to Grimes. Blocks it again!
Well, that's the energy and effort that D'Angelo Russell brings on the defensive end. This guy has got the ability to be a factor there.
Number 28.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Johnson for 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
He was all alone on that one.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
To the paint. And stolen by Claxton. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
George outside. Philadelphia with another miss. Nets leading by 8. Pass to Russell. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Russell.
Russell's got 9.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Yabusele. He's guarded by Claxton. 4 on the clock to stop the run. Grimes' shot is off. And the Nets shooting just 38% so far in this one. Here's Russell. And all around the rim that time before dropping. He's got 11.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
George's shot is off.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Thomas misses. And so it's Brooklyn in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
We've got Edwards, Butler out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Butler finds Edwards. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Edwards got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, BA, consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4, count them, 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It's a one-on-one situation, and we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose, and in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Pass to Clowney. The 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Yabusele, still without a bucket. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Yabusele. 76ers trail by 17. Now here's Embiid, guarded by Sharp. Pass to McCain. Shoots over Johnson. Philadelphia with another miss. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Wilson passes to Williams. Here's Wilson. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Wilson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Williams from long range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's McCain. Knocks it down from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
They grab their own miss. Here's Clowney. Misses the 3. The 76ers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Brooklyn leading by 18.
Hey, yo, right here.
Johnson on the wing. Butler covering. The shot by Johnson, no good. The 76ers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to McCain. Back to Butler. Let's go with a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie.
And he's such a unique talent at both ends. Embiid with the vision that time. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Clowney. Thomas, he's checked in for Wilson. And Russell is subbed in for Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
43 seconds left to play in the first half. George, a screen on Williams. George, left side, from the arc. And that's good. Maxey for 3. Maxey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, the corner 3, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
Williams misses. Now Philadelphia with it. They've scored 10 straight. 17 seconds left in the first half. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. And stolen by Claxton. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Williams from long range. He drops it from range. Williams has gotten his third basket of the night.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with an impressive. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
For as someone who plays within himself, Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Here's Grimes. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nets leading by 19. Outside, Williams. Outside, Johnson. Thomas, a screen on Maxey. Johnson passes to Russell. Clock at 6. Offline with a 3. Well, the 76ers shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Russell. Back to Johnson. Russell deciding where to go with it. There's the 3. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Russell.
4-3.
Russell's got 4 assists now tonight. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Williams. Back to Thomas. From deep. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
George passes to Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Maxey. Up and over Russell. The Sixers with another miss. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. From deep, Johnson. Paul George pulls down the board. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Oubre, a screen on Johnson. Stolen by Russell. Puts up a deep 3. Thomas outside. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Thomas has got 9 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. That's on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break, Brooklyn. Williams from long range. Sinks the tray. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Johnson. No good on the 3.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Over to the wing. Outside Oubre. Oh, got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Clock at 4. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Butler's checked in for Philadelphia.
The lineup for your 76er. Number 12, Jared.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. There's the triple. And the Nets get it back. Pass to Clowney. The 3 is up. The shot no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And so it's Brooklyn in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Joel Embiid, Butler out there with Eric Gordon, and it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Now here's Embiid, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And the 76ers making a change here. Edwards is checked in.
Number 19, Justin Edwards.
Here's Clowney. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Here's Butler. Pass to Embiid. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Here's Clowney. Takes the 3. They get it back. And here's Johnson. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's McCain, and the ball out of play. The Nets will have it. And some changes here for the 76ers. Grimes comes in for Edwards. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Butler.
Kyle Lowry.
Johnson for three. Rebound by Philadelphia. To the right side. Here's McCain. Counted from distance.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Takes a three. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The 76ers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Clowney pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Here's Sharp. Watford, right side. Second shot opportunity. Connects. The jumper drops. Watford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Sharp, no good. And here are the Sixers now. Lowry outside. Three-pointer. Out left to the wing. Back to Embiid. 6 to shoot. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. That's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Here's Watford. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
McCain's shot is off. And the Nets shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Clowney, good.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
Embiid with it. Now Sharp defending. Pass to McCain. For three, Lowry. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Clowney. Beyond the arc. And Grimes pulls it down. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Lowry. Watford covering. Looking to end the run. Wilson grabs the board. Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. Here's Clowney. The offensive rebound. The three is up. The shot won't fall. 29 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's McCain. Philadelphia with another miss.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Johnson with it. Watford outside. So we see the Nets taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting.
Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Johnson sets the screen for Russell, and the 3 off target. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. Shoots a 3. Rebound by Williams. Brooklyn with the ball. To the inside. Outside for Thomas. Good on the triple. Thomas got the game going with his first points of the game for Brooklyn.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Carter. Pass to Banchero. Clock at 6. The tray. Hands it from downtown.
He's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
And the basket by Thomas.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Suggs.
Brooklyn foul. Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson against Banchero.
Next foul.
Johnson, he's checked in for Williams.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets. Number 45.
Banchero against Johnson. Claxton with the steal. Outside Russell. 3-pointer. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. They get a hand on it. Wagner passes to Banchero. Over Claxton. And it's Banchero missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The 3 from Thomas. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Thomas got 9.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Claxton with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Thomas gets a wide open look, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Claxton with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Pushing it up. Johnson, a wide open look. Finds himself wide open and drills it. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And that one, good.
You know, the thing about Carter, even though he loves to play with his back to the bucket, he can also face you up and knock down the jump shot.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA's 65 games requirement for postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect, that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, D.A. Thank you. Just 4 to shoot. Johnson dishes to Thomas. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Magic trail by 10 to the middle. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Pass to Claxton. Tries a 3. Banchero grabs the board. The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Banchero a screen on Thomas. And stolen by Russell. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The 3 from Johnson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now. You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Paxton a screen on Suggs. And Paxton throws it down.
Displayed intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. His three-pointers off the mark. Cam Thomas getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of it. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Williams, D'Anthony Melton out there with Johnson. Then it's Sharp, and it's Clowney in at the 4 spot. The Magic trail by 11. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season has really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round, but it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Melton kicks to Johnson. There's the triple. Rebounded by Isaac. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. It's Black in the corner. Back to Isaac. Outside Anthony. Back to Isaac. Brooklyn with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Clowney. Drains it from beyond the arc. Clowney's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Bitadze. Here's Anthony. Here's Isaac. The rebound by Sharp. Brooklyn leading by 11. Johnson for 3. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Isaac outside. It's Black in the corner. Banchero with the screen. Bitadze the pass to Black. Out to Anthony. This one for 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Now, here's Wagner. No scoring in this one. Banchero against Sharp. And it's Wagner missing. Nets leading by 11.
2 minutes.
Pass to Clowney.
2 minutes.
That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Clowney's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Williams can't get it to go. Here's Orlando now. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And here's Wilson following the three from Franz Wagner. Traps in the tray.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Suggs. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Launches it, and the net's another three.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Off target with his three. Brooklyn leading by 17. Here's Sharp.
Come to me.
Johnson outside. No good on the three. Over to the left wing. Caldwell Pope for three. He's off on that one. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now, here's Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Banchero against Johnson. Carter dishes to Suggs. And again, it's the magic from deep.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Pass to Thomas. Russell a screen on Caldwell Pope. Thomas, no luck. The Magic trail by 11. Suggs passes to Carter. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Russell feeling it out a bit. Johnson, a wide open look, buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 8. Claxton with it. Picked up by Suggs. Wagner against Williams. Jacks up a 3. And the Nets, another 3. Here's Suggs. Wagner finds Carter. Back to Wagner. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Hey, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now Thomas, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Nets leading by 17. Fires the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Of all the great ball handlers, Clark, in the NBA, Russell's got to be right there at the top of the list.
And the thing that impresses me, Kevin, is how smooth he makes it look and how effortless it appears. Even at full speed, he can make moves that most guys can't even imagine.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Orlando's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
Now, here is Russell. Nothing on the board.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Anthony Black's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Wilson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Johnson with it. Defended now by Wagner. Pass to Wilson. Johnson kicks to Wilson. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Wilson's got 6.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Inside, here's Banchero. A shot off that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. Johnson surveying the floor. And the Nets, another 3. The Magic trail by 21. Banchero, a screen on Williams. Suggs passes to Black. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Black's got his second bucket. To the wing right side. Wilson kicks to Johnson. From the arc. Johnson finds Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Johnson sets the screen for Johnson. The 3-pointer, no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's an 18-point game. Black, no good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Good work there as it goes.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
There's 10 seconds left in the third. Knocked away. Johnson outside. Lets the 3 fly. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Sharp, and it's Wilson in at the 3 spot. Well, Orlando shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Anthony drives in. It's Black in the corner. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. From deep, Johnson. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Banchero, that's good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
They set the pick. Watford with it. Isaac picks him up. And Clowney can't get it to go. Fires the 3. Isaac passes to Banchero. Isaac kicks to Banchero. Pass to Bitadze. Over in the corner, Isaac. Right wing. Here's Clowney. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Isaac goes in. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you look at Isaac. He's got a nice ability now to finish inside. Very impressive.
Pass to Wilson. There's the screen. Hits it from three-point range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now, here's Isaac. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Sharp. Here's Clowney. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Back to Isaac. Pass to Black. And here's Banchero. Launches a three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Sharp's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson for three. Rebound by the Magic.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Out to Anthony. Over in the corner, Banchero. Good on the triple. Banchero's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Isaac with the steal.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Anthony. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Black. Whitehead's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Johnson. Here's Watford. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Keon Johnson.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Nets leading by 17. They double-team Johnson. Now, here's Sharp. He's guarded closely. Martin from outside, and the three ball is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Now here's Johnson. Martin finds Johnson. Back to Martin. Sharp sets the pick for Martin. Pass to Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bitadze. To the right side. Here's De Silva. The rebound by Johnson. Now, here's Sharp. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer.
so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Maxey. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Paul George, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Just 4 to shoot. Oubre can't hit. Van Carroll against Maxey. Wagner left side. Van Carroll with a screen on George. Wagner for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seemed confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Van Carroll. And here's Wagner. Fires from deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Now here's George. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
With an efficient jump shot and limitless confidence, man. I'll tell you what, George is a threat from just about anywhere on the floor.
Oubre laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Carter, a screen on Maxey. Pass to Wagner, releases, and once again off the mark by Orlando. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's George, and again it's Philadelphia.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Wagner. Suggs outside. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Drills it from deep.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
George against Wagner. To the left wing. Kicks it to George. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Magic trail by 6. It's stolen. Maxey against Caldwell-Pope. Here's Oubre. Kicks it to George. Fires for 3. Grimes' shot is off. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
So it's Philadelphia now, after the basket by Orlando. Pass to Embiid. Here's the 3. Hits the three-pointer. Embiid's got 5 points.
Well, this is a big part of Embiid's game, a very good three-point shooter.
Suggs against Maxey. Caldwell-Pope with it. Now here's Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Carter on the wing. Hey, from beyond the arc. Paul George pulls down the board. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. For 3, Maxey. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic trail by 7. Carter on the wing. Maxey covering. The 3 from Banchero. It doesn't go for him. George for 3. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out this quarter with a set. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Edwards, Butler out there with Joel Embiid, and it's McCain in at the 2-guard spot. Isaac's shot is off.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
An MVP in this league, Richard, Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
Edwards finds Embiid for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hey, expanding his range. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And here's Butler outside. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
76ers ball.
And here's Embiid. He's got 5. Oh, a really deep 3 that time. Embiid's got 8.
Putting his impressive accuracy to work, Embiid surprises the defense by taking a deep 3.
Pass to Black. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Anthony. Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Grimes comes in for Butler. Here's Yabusele. Still no points. 3-pointer Embiid. It's rebounded by Batase.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Suggs. Six to shoot. Carter with it. Back to Suggs. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
A great look provided by Embiid. The big man just dropping dimes.
And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. And Philadelphia making a change here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And there's the drive. And Anthony slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's George. He's got 5. Outside Oubre. Outside Maxey. 5 to shoot. George outside. From behind the arc. Orlando with the rebound. And Carroll left side. Anthony left side. Pass to Carter. Here's Black. George defending. Suggs against Maxey. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. And Caro uses his size down there.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Carter, high post. Embiid's there. Oh, stolen by Embiid. It's George on the wing. He's got 5. Embiid inside. Carter's there. George, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
The kick out to Banchero. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Unloads. And it's Maxey missing. Anthony finds Suggs. From downtown. Not going to go that time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top. Up for. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Carter in at the 5. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Oh, he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And they get it back. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Caldwell-Pope. Here's Maxey. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
And Maxey keeps defenders guessing, which is why they sometimes overcommit like this.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Outside Carter. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Got a piece of it. It's George on the wing. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. George has got 7.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Outside, Caldwell-Pope. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 9.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Caldwell-Pope. Grimes, the pass to Oubre. To the paint. In transition, the Magic on the run. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Banchero for the lead. Drills it from deep. Banchero's got 7 now in this quarter.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
George outside. Here's Grimes. Launches it. The rebound by Carter. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Here's Orlando. They're on an 11-3 run. Banchero passes to Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. The 3 from Banchero. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And here's Oubre from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Oubre's got 7.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Wagner inside. He's covered by Oubre. Banchero outside. Banchero with the answer.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Screen by Embiid. Maxey passes to Oubre. And that one's on target from the wing. He's got 9.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Magic, Batase's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. Isaac with a screen on Edwards. Here's Batase. Hits the trifecta. Batadze's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And he's off on his first shot of the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Anthony, the pass to Batadze. Kicks it out to Wagner. Hangs. Batadze can't hit. Here's Yabusele. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Isaac, and the dunk by Isaac.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Paolo Banchero getting it done. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Joel Embiid. Butler out there with Edwards. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. And Carroll passes to Black. Isaac with a screen on Butler. Anthony outside. Here's Batadze. He buries it from 3. And the Magic lead by 10. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Orlando?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Yeah, and one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Anthony left side. The 3 from Banchero. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Butler. Back to Embiid. Lets a 3 fly. It's rebounded by Batadze.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Now Anthony. High post Batadze. The kick out to Banchero. Launches a 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Yabusele. Guarded by Banchero. Embiid from outside. Butler up top. Inside. The teardrop. It's deflected. Three-pointer Anthony. Offensive board. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And forcing the defense's hand right there. I mean, Jonathan Isaac to the line. A good sign for this team.
Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Batadze. Caldwell Pope comes in for Anthony. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. Here's Maxey. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero in the post. George defending. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Banchero. And the Magic lead by 10. Maxey passes to Embiid. Off target at the rim. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan. And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
George against Wagner. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen on Oubre. Clock at 6. 4-3. And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Outside Carter. Suggs outside. Wagner right side. Oh, George with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. For three, Maxey. Rebounded by Suggs. Suggs has got 4 rebounds now.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Magic.
They never gave up when they were down earlier. Forced their way back into this game. And look at them now.
And this one was all about desire. The perseverance of never doubting your teammates or the game plan. I mean, I love what they did here tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paolo Banchero.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Back to Maxey. Shoots from 12. Good. He hits the jumper.
Assisted by...
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Banchero the screen. To the wing, right side. Knocks down the triple. And the Magic lead by 17.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Philadelphia foul. Quentin Grimes. First personal foul. Third team.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Magic. Kentavious Caldwell.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Jared McCain. Assisted Bona.
Here's Black. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win, showing that they're the far
backcourt break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Oh, look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Thomas. Johnson right side. Pass to Claxton. Russell from long range. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
Here's Maxey. Connects from three-point range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Williams. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Maxey looking it over. Pass to Grimes. Takes the 3, and stolen by Russell. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Outside Thomas. Back to Johnson. Williams with the ball. Over George. Williams kicks to Thomas. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
There's Thomas with the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Up top, Maxey. Embiid wide open. Drills it from outside. Embiid's got 5 now.
Come on, Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
On the wing, Williams. Outside for Thomas. Here's the 3. Cranes the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The 76ers lead. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. So it's Philadelphia now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. And a beautiful finish by Maxey. 5 points in the game.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
There's Russell with the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Pass to George. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Williams for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
Oubre outside. Maxey against Russell. Outside for George. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Paul George. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Outside for Thomas. Offline with his 3. 76ers trailing. Maxey on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Maxey's got 8 points.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Johnson gets the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
On the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Grimes passes to George. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And the shot is good from Johnson. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
We've got Sharp, DeAnthony Melton out there with Johnson. Then it's Williams. And it's Clowney in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
That's tipped. Pass to Williams. Shoots from the corner. Basket good. Williams has got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Abu Zayle kicks to Embiid. Melton with the steal. And here we go. The kick out to Williams. Melton with a screen on Edwards. Williams' shot is off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Embiid is at the elbow. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pulls up on the wing. Williams gets the bucket. And that's now 10 points for Williams. The 76ers trail by 10. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Well, their pass to Embiid. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Oubre's checked in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. Now, here's Johnson. 6 points for him. They set the pick. Embiid against Claxton. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. McCain, and he's good on the 3-ball. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Wilson. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. And here's Johnson outside. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got 9.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here's Maxey. Keeps it alive. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 7. Thomas a screen. And the Nets another 3.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Maxey against Johnson to the left side wing. Oubre, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Clowney. The Nets working the ball around now. It's tipped, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. He be thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Abu Zayle's checked in. Here's George following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Oubre can't get it to go. And here are the Nets. They've got an 8-0 run. Thomas, no luck.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 12. Yabusele kicks to Oubre. Pass to Grimes. A 3-ball. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Russell sets a screen for Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's George. Pass to Oubre. Outside, George. Oh, good with the triple. Brooklyn leading by 9.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Thomas gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Nets ending the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Oubre outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Thomas. Clock at 4. Here's George. And it goes down 2 points.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Russell kicks to Johnson. Misses the 3. The 76ers trail by 13. Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Shot by Grimes. No good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. They get it again.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
From deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Williams gets the bucket.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. And here's Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia. Claxton against Embiid. Claxton the pass to Thomas. Back to Claxton. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Nets lead by 18.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-summer to cut down foul calls, allow foul for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Wilson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And the 76ers also making a change. Yabusele, he's checked in for George. Maxey kicks to Embiid. And the rejection by Claxton.
76ers ball.
Maxey against Johnson. Pass to Yabusele. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid, no good. Nets leading by 13. Here's Johnson. The three. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got 12. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. To the inside. Here's Yabusele. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Philadelphia, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Trendon Watford's checked in for Williams. Here's Watford. That three off the mark. The 76ers trail by 14. Yabusele passes to Oubre. Fires from deep. The putback. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Pass to Johnson. The three. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Grimes has got 7 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to Maxey. They set the screen. Here's Yabusele. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Watford. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Oubre against Wilson. Fires from the corner. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Kicks it out to Johnson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Yabusele. Left side, Maxey. Over Watford. And the wing jumper offline. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with an 18-point lead as the quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The 76ers trail by 18. Johnson is out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Sharp, and it's Wilson, and it's small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. The shot by Watford, no good. And so here is Philadelphia. Edwards kicks to Butler. Down low. Here's Yabusele. The rebound by Sharp. Brooklyn leading by 18. Here's Pawnee. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. The 76ers trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Butler missing.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Clowney. Now Wilson. Watford with it. Johnson from outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. Over to the wing. Here's McCain. Takes a three. Clowney pulls it in. Johnson from outside. Knocks down the three ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Sharp. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Yabusele, defended by Sharp. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Pass to Embiid. From deep three-point land. Poked loose. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. So for the Nets, Lewis checked in for Wilson. And it's Whitehead in for Trendon Watford. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre's checked in for Yabusele.
And you put the ball anywhere within a 3-foot radius of the rim, and Embiid's gonna go get it. And he's also coming with bad intentions. Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Outside for George. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Lewis on the wing. Three-pointer. Excellent D there from George. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. George against Lewis. Johnson for three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Nick Claxton.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass. All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And here's George for three. Clowney pulls it in. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Lewis misses.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
In the corner, George with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Johnson against Maxey. From deep three-point territory. It's hauled in by George. Outside, Maxey. No good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one.
good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point. And he gets it to go.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
It's Thomas on the wing. Williams a screen on Caldwell Pope. Thomas, that's good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Suggs against Russell. Outside Johnson. Outside for Russell. Three-pointer. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
No hesitation from Russell. I like seeing him make quick decisions and take these shots.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Contavious Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. Now here's Russell. Claxton finds Williams. Johnson a screen on Suggs. Outside Johnson. The 3-ball. Orlando with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams a screen on Suggs. Here's Thomas for 3. Fires in the triple. Thomas has got 6.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Shot to stop the run. Thomas with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 10. Outside Russell. Back to Johnson. From outside the arc. No luck on that one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the inside. Carter, good.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Out to the right wing. Thomas outside. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. 9 points in the game.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Bataze's checked in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Johnson for 3. Offensive rebound. Johnson passes to Claxton. And here's Thomas from the arc. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Wilson comes in for Russell. Black, no good. Here's Brooklyn. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Thomas outside. From beyond the arc, and then some. Thomas has got 14 points. Anthony with it, and it's Thomas picking him up. Pass to Black. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Melton comes in for Thomas. Now here's Melton. Back to Johnson. Johnson a screen on Isaac. Johnson passes to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Batase. Magic trail by 13. Here's Black. Sinks it from distance. Black's got his second basket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Johnson. Melton with a screen on Isaac. Back to Melton. Lets it go from deep. And he buries his first look.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Now Johnson takes a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
You love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Cam Thomas getting it done for the Nets. Absolutely carrying the offense. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
They've got Johnson. He's out there with Williams. And it's Sharp in at the center position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And so Anthony will bring it up for Orlando. Trailing by 13. From deep. Sharp grabs the miss. The Nets shooting very well. 62% and going right at the defense. And the shot goes.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Isaac in the post. Three-pointer, Anthony. Sharp grabs the miss. Nets leading by 15. Here's Wilson. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Johnson with a bucket.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Black, covered by Johnson. Puts up a 3. Black, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Wilson passes to Sharp. A deep 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic trail by 18. Here's Batase. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Here's Wilson. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gets help, they often end up with easy looks inside. That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Williams from long range. Orlando grabs the miss.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Isaac, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And good effort from Isaac inside the paint, just refusing to back off and getting fouled.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Brooklyn making some changes. Claxton comes in for Sharp, and it's Thomas in for Williams. Brooklyn leading by 15. Pass to Wilson. Lots of room. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Wilson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Suggs, the pass to Isaac. Back to Suggs. And here's Isaac. Fires for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Thomas, left side. Now Johnson. He's covered by Suggs. Thomas outside. Off target from outside. Magic trail by 17. Pass to Isaac. Oh, he tries a 3. Orlando again missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. To the wing, right side. Over to the wing. Here's Wilson. 4 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Here's Claxton, plenty of space. Nice open look, but it's no good. Isaac with a screen on Thomas. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now Isaac. Wagner outside. Back to Isaac. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Back to Thomas. Here's Clowney. They set the pick. And Thomas is good for 3. Thomas has got 17 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Isaac, the pass to Wagner. Back to Isaac. And there's a 3-second violation.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Banchero. Outside Johnson. Claxton against Carter. For 3. Claxton can't get it to go. Magic trail by 20. Outside, Caldwell Pope to win the drought. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Russell. The 3-ball. He's off on that one. He gets it up. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the court for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope, and it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor, but now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
Pass to Williams. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Carter. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
A good decision maker with the ball in his hands. Carter Jr. is a capable and willing distributor.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Russell. Now here's Williams, defended by Wagner. Russell, the pass to Williams. And it's off from 3-point range. Magic trail by 19. And here's Carter. He's guarded by Claxton. Down low. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Suggs. Beyond the arc. Thomas with a steal. Fast break, Brooklyn. Williams from long range. Rebound by the Magic. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Inside, Carter. Claxton with a rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And here's Thomas from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Thomas has got 20.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
The kick out to Johnson. Thomas outside. Outside, Williams. Johnson a screen on Wagner. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. Carter on the wing. He's guarded by Claxton. And stolen by Williams. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Johnson for 3. That one is off. Magic trail by 20. Banchero in the post. Working on Williams. The kick out to Banchero. Here's Caldwell Pope. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Lets the 3 fly. And Thomas is good for 3. Thomas has got 6 in the quarter. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs, getting off the floor with such ease?
Williams from long range. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Brown. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wagner outside from downtown. Counted from distance. Wagner's got 5.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Wilson, defended by Wagner. Wilson passes to Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
That one on Banchero. Brooklyn shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Jalen Wilson.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Trendon Watford is out there with Johnson. Then there's Sharp, and it's Wilson in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. Pass to Banchero. Here's Batase, and rejected. Here's Clowney. 3-pointer, no good. Well, the Magic shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Here's Batase, and that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Lewis has checked in for Brooklyn.
Shooting for the Magic.
And that one misses. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. De Silva, no good. Brooklyn leading by 22. Pass to Lewis. From deep three-point land. Clowney can't get it to go.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
For Orlando, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Three-pointer, Anthony. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Lewis. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lewis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's De Silva. Pass to Black. Here's De Silva. Here's Batase, guarded by Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Back to Batase, over Sharp. Orlando again missing.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
From deep, Johnson. De Silva with the rebound. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Shots good by Black.
Don't sleep on Banchero's ability as a creator. He wants the best shot possible, even if it's not his own.
Pass to Clowney. The 3. Anthony grabs the board. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Hit his leg. The official saying it was kicked. Martin, he's checked in for Lewis. Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
And stolen by Anthony. Fires the 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Watford. Pass to Clowney. There's the triple. Drops in the 3. Clowney's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Whitehead comes in for Clowney. Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Anthony. Three-pointer Sharp. Orlando with the rebound. Right side, Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. And Carroll passes to Wagner. Shoots it from the corner. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
Wagner for 3. Pure from three-point range.
3.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Watford. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Clock at 6. Vitadze. That one no good. Good D by Sharp. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wilson, defended by Wagner. From the arc. They get it again. Pass to Wilson. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Now here's Suggs. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game.